Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Bree from With Bree, and today I'm going to be doing another Scrap Diva Designs process video. So today I'm going to be putting together this A2 card box die, gift box, sorry. And this die I did share with you guys during my unboxing for my design team stuff. This is an older die, so I'll make sure to put the name of it down below. This die I did get as an extra in my design team package because I had received this die recently, which I do have a video on, and it is the A2 card box add-on flowers. So I'll have both of these for you guys below, so that way if you're interested in them you can grab them. But we'll be using the A2 gift box today. I won't be using the flower frame. But a couple other dies that I'll be using is from the new release for April. So I have this one called Wanted Poster Nesting Set, Cowboy Bundle, and the the Cowboy Words die. And again, all of these were in my unboxing or my unpackaging boxing for my design team projects. So I will go over the dies with you guys and what I cut out. So I'm going to be using again the Disco Cowgirl paper pad. This is from the from Hobby Lobby, which if you guys have not seen my collection video of where I made my own little collection using Hobby Lobby items only, then I will go ahead, oh bless you, and put that up here in the corner or down below for you guys. But it's a really cute paper pad and it really goes well with her Cowboy Cowgirl collection, like disco themed. So I can't wait to share with you guys my last projects that I have created with the rest of my April dies that I received. It is a disco themed one since, you know, most of my dies were more cowgirl themed. So let me just share with you guys quickly here what I die cut. So I have already made one of these wanted posters, and I mean, you can go crazy with these, but I wanted it to be like a note card so you can put little, you know, written notes on the back for someone if you wanted to give it to them. But that's why I kept it pretty simple. But I also created the bottom of the box already because it's pretty similar to the top. The only thing that I did on the inside here was, if you could see, I did the little lizards. And I just decorated the inside of the box to kind of give it a little bit more of this like cowboy cowgirl theme, like western theme. So to do that I did use the lizard die, and that is from the Cowboy Bundle. So you get two little lizards there, so you can die cut it all at the same time, or the two at the same time. And I used every single image on here except for this one horseshoe, but you know, that's because I already used one here. So I'll share that with you guys once it gets to that point. Now, when it comes to the A2 card box, there are two sheets of dies in here. So you're going to have, you know, your larger rectangle die, which is going to be for your bottom piece, or no, sorry, for your top piece, and your smaller piece is going to be a smaller die. So on the second page here, you're going to have, sorry if you hear the TV in the background, my son's watching TV. But as you guys can see, there's the smaller rectangle and the layering set, as well as the larger rectangle and the layered piece, the layering piece. And then you have these here. So there's a total of 4 pieces here. Now you have to die cut each one twice because obviously you're going to need 2 for each rectangle, and since they're different shapes, you do need to cut them out twice. She did put a little asterisk or like a star on the pieces so that you can differentiate the two between, you know, the large and the small size. I totally missed that and I labeled mine, but either way, you'll see like a little asterisk that embosses on the piece to indicate what is what for each one. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, and I'm sure this video is like not new either. So So anyone that's already had this die probably knows how to do it, but I just wanted to share with you guys how I'm going to put it together. So this is going to be the top part, and this is going to be the larger piece that goes obviously on the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the box itself. Okay, so you're going to have these two pieces here, which are shorter than your side pieces. Well, they're all side pieces, but you're going to have two shorter ones, which are going to be your top and bottom. And then you're going to have your longer pieces, which is going to be your left and right pieces, like this. So the top piece is going to have these little holes on it. So they're going to create these little parts that you can, you know, open the box a little bit easier. So you're going to have those. Now you're going to have, I don't know if you guys can see, on each of the pieces, you're going to have a little angled cut. Those are going to be the ones that are going to be glued to your cover, or the top part of your box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these pieces and I'm going to crease them down with my bone folder, because when you're making a 3D project or anything, it's really nice to have a creased line. So I'm going to do that to every single one. And then same with the pattern paper, you're going to want to cut out each pattern paper twice. So I did that with the pattern papers. And they're here. So I'm just going to take these and start creasing them. And I am going to glue all my pattern papers down, including this top piece. Now with this one, I didn't glue this inner part until I glued the box all together, because you're going to see all the little pieces here. Same with this one, you're going to see those pieces. However, you know, if you want to cover that with another sheet of cardstock or pattern paper, you can. I didn't die cut one, I just die cut one for the top, but I'll show you what I mean once I get it together. So for the top piece, you can glue this part down right away. For the inside, I do recommend doing this after it's been put together. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so let me go ahead and crease these down. Okay, guys, so now that I have all my pieces glued down, as you can see here, we're going to glue it to the top piece. So right here, I don't know if you guys can see, but the part where there's an angle, that's where you want your pattern to be facing down towards. Obviously, because it's going to be upright like this, you're going to be having this angled piece glued to the lid. Oh shoot, you know what? I did it backwards. Don't listen to what I just said. I just realized this is the top. So for the bottom, you want it to be facing down towards the angled part if you're doing this bottom piece, right? Now, if you're doing the top, you want to do the opposite. You want this to be facing downward, because the pattern paper is going to be going down this way. So I did it backwards, but you can't even really tell, so it's okay. But when you want to do that, obviously for the top, you want your pattern paper to be going down towards this piece that doesn't have the angle, because you want your pattern papers to be facing upright. So don't listen to what I just said. I'm not even going to cut that out, just so you guys can learn from me and my mistakes. But anyway, let's go ahead and glue these down. So what's really fun about this is with the dies, because you don't cut these out yourself, they all line up nicely on the inside. So you'll have these little angles and they'll just line up like this. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these down. And just like with all my other 3D projects, I like to line the edge up of this piece to this right here, and I'll show you guys. So I'm going to fold this piece down and I'm going to line this up to the edge. Okay, and then I'm just going to push it down, and I'm going to use my bone folder to make sure that this is on there good. Don't push too far towards the area that is scored, because you can push this off to the edge and then it's going to make it not lined up correctly, if that makes sense. So now I'm going to take one of my longer pieces and then put that up against here. So if you guys can see right here, you're going to line this up like this, and that'll line up perfectly. And these extra pieces on the top, these are going to fold over to cover up these little flaps here, which are going to be gluing all of these pieces together. So this will fold over afterward. So you guys will be seeing that. But let me put some glue on this. Again, it's going to be on the part that has the angle. And I'm going to fold this over and line this up to the edge. Okay, and once I have that lined up, I'm going to take my bone folder again and go over this. But you could see they line up nicely here in this corner. So you're going to do that to the other two pieces. Okay, so now that I got all of these on here, let me show you how it looks on the inside. So for the bottom cover, this is why I say to glue the pattern paper after, because you want to hide this frame that you could see here. So I didn't die cut a pattern paper to put on the inside, but I probably will after, like off camera. But this is what the front looks like, sorry. And so that's why I say you can glue the top part for the top cover on right away, because you won't be needing to glue anything on top of it. So now what I'm going to do is put my corners in. And do I want to use hot glue? I'm just going to use liquid glue, because that's what I used earlier. So I'm just going to glue these down and just hold on to it until it kind of dries. And for this, I did use the 12 by 12 paper pad. So again, if you haven't seen that haul video, I'll post, or I'll have that link down below. But yeah, you guys, I have not been able to just sit and craft like I used to. It's just getting busier. My daughter starts her first year of school this upcoming August, and so I'm just kind of prepping her for that. I mean, she knows a lot of stuff already, but I just want to make sure she's prepped enough. And yeah, I don't know. I've been wanting to post at least twice a week, but I haven't been able to. So hopefully I haven't lost any of your guys' interest, but I'm still here. So thanks to everyone that sticks around and watches. Okay, and then I just go in with my bone folder and I just, you know, go over the little pieces here. So that's what it's going to look like. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the folds here and you're just going to glue them in. So I like to put the glue on this piece. Sorry. I like to put it on the inside here. Okay, so now that I got that piece on there, or I got the glue on there, I'm going to fold this piece down. And once you fold it down like this, I like to take my bone folder and I like to just make sure it's on there good. Oops. But yeah, so I just like to crease on, or use my bone folder to just make sure it's on there good. And it looks like this. So now it's clean. And I'm going to do that to all four sides here. Okay guys, so here it is all covered up. As you guys can see, you cannot see these little flaps on the sides. The only thing you can see is the inside. So, you know, just die cut another piece of pattern paper or cardstock to cover that up, which I will do off camera because I totally forgot. But this is the outside. So before I put this on here, I am going to let it dry, but here are the two pieces once all made, put together. So you got the bottom and the top. So we're going to go ahead and set those aside. And I think next I'm going to work on the little wanted posters. So here's one of them. Again, I made them pretty simple. So this is the one, and then we're going to make another one. And like I said, I wanted to use anyway, I wanted to use the images, all the images that came with the cowboy set. So this one right here. So for this one, I'm using the cowboy hat and boot together because I felt like that just went perfectly. So I already put one together. And if you guys have not seen my other video, I have made a saloon card on camera. I put one together, and I just thought it turned out so cute. But this is what it looks like, and I also used the cowboy stamp. And then I made the boot and the cowgirl hat. So if you guys haven't seen that, I will make sure to link that down below, as well as at the end of the video for you guys, or up here, wherever. But I thought I would go ahead and use the cowboy hat and the boot for this one, since they go well together. And I'm just going to do the same thing and kind of have them placed in the corners. And I already have foam tape on these because I knew I was going to pop them up just for some added dimension. And I am going to add some hot glue to this as well. And if you're going to have it hang over, just make sure it goes, you know, inside the box, because that's where I'm going to be storing them, is in this little box. And because I have excess, I'm going to cut this. Okay, and then I have the cowboy boot also on foam tape, and this cowboy boot does come with little stars, just like the card I made. So I did them out of silver glitter paper, and there is gold, sorry, not gold, but silver foiling already on there with some stars because I used the cowboy boot paper. Wait, yeah, cowboy boot paper, and that's what I used for the larger boot too, actually. It's just because I really needed something to pop off of this paper, and I felt like this bright pink really did that. So this is how it's looking. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a little bit of a curl on the corners. Just a little bit, nothing crazy. Okay. And then I did die cut the wanted out of some pink paper, so I'm going to glue that also here in this corner. Okay, so now I have the wanted on there. Not lined up perfectly, but you know what? It's a wanted poster. It shouldn't be too crazy. It shouldn't be too perfect. But this is what it looks like. And I am going to add just a couple flowers. Nothing, you know, nothing crazy. Same as this one here. So I am going to look for a couple white flowers here. I'm going to use my tweezers and add a couple. Okay. How cute. I love how simple these are. Again, you can make them much crazier, but I love how simple they are. And then you can just put like a little note on the back, and you just have some note cards ready to go. So those are going to go inside of here. They're just going to house the little wanted posters. And so next what I'm going to do is decorate the front of this. So here's the front of my box. Throw these away real quick because I will just drop them. Okay, so I did prep a little bit, but I do want to use this little cactus. So again, this cactus came from the Cowboy Bundle, and that's going to get put onto here like this. I did die cut these flowers, and these flowers came from the A2 gift box. So there are these little flowers, and I just used 4 different sizes to create these flowers. And I'm just going to scatter them around this cactus. So I think I'm going to glue this right here, and I'm going to use hot glue. And I do actually have another one of these wanted posters. Did I show you guys that die? Yes, I did. But it's this one right here. The wanted poster nesting set. And for that one, I did use a smaller size. And I'm going to glue that actually underneath here. Like this. So I am going to actually glue this down. Totally forgot. And I'm only going to glue this middle area so that way I can kind of fan out the edges to give it some dimension. Alright, and then next, so I do have this cowgirl hat that I wanted to put on here. Let me put that on first before my flowers. Okay, cute. Yeah, we're gonna leave it like that. And then I did die cut a word, and that's from the Cowboy Word set. Is that what it is? Cowboy Words. And instead of doing wanted like the other two, I decided to do howdy because it has the little hat on there. And I'm gonna go ahead and just start adding these flowers. So I made 3 of them. And I'm just going to scatter them around the cactus. Okay, and then to decorate this cowboy hat farther, I'm going to take one of these iridescent heart stickers that I have, and I'm just going to put it right in the middle of the cowgirl hat. Yeah, wait, I don't know, does that look weird? Okay, I'm just going to put it in the corner. I felt like right in the middle was a little off, so I'm going to use some liquid glue. To glue that on there. Alright. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and glue on my howdy. And I'm just going to use some liquid glue. And for this, I am going to kind of make it wonky. Okay guys, and don't be like me and do last minute decisions. I am going to glitter up these flowers. You guys know me, I cannot keep a flower not glittered up. So I am going to use my diamond dust to put on here. And I'm literally just going to throw them on the edges of this flower. Or all the flowers, actually. I'm going to try to work quickly because I'm going to try to do it all in one run. Okay, here we go. This might get messy, but let's try. Okay, so I went ahead and I glittered that up with, or not glittered, I guess I put diamond dust. Diamond dusted it up. And I don't know if you guys can see, but you could see the little shine coming through the diamond dust. And the glue will dry clear, so you don't have to worry about that with the diamond dust. As long as you're using a clear drying glue, then there are no issues with that. So last thing I'm going to do is put this together. Again, have our wanted posters on the inside. So let me show you guys those. Cute little wanted posters. And then here's the inside with the lizards and the cacti paper. And we're going to go ahead and close this up. Again, this is the top, the one that has the little circle punch outs on the side, because those are going to be what helps open up the box. So this will just slide right onto there perfectly. You guys, I'm so happy to have this box die. I don't have to make one by hand anymore. Like, I don't have to do any measurements. It's already done for me. So I'm so excited about that. But how cute is this, you guys? Love how it turned out. Here are the flowers and the little cactus. And then when you open it up, you would just put your little, your fingers on there. Then you just open it up like this. And there are some wanted posters inside. So there are my 2 wanted posters. Well, kind of, I guess 3-ish. One is an embellishment and my little box. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me put these together. And I hope this inspired you guys to get the die as well if you haven't already. I know this die is these dies have been out for a while now, but if you haven't gotten it, I hope this inspired you guys to get it. I will have my affiliate link linked down below. I do earn a small commission from that. It does help me, my channel, so thank you to everyone that does use it. I appreciate every single one of you guys. But there it is, you guys. That's my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!